Hello, welcome to Rev Sports. This is Ishan along with Bharat. Welcome to the post day live here. A good day of cricket, a fascinating day of cricket, a lot of action we've seen. We've seen some youngsters perform, we've seen some players really play out of their skin as well. We'll discuss this. We'll discuss the next two games in the next 15 minutes. So, Bharat, we'll get started off with the India C versus India B game here. First of all, we have to give credit to Manav Suthar. I think held his nerve, played a good innings, managed getting those runs on the board. Again, fell short of 100. The team got post 500 runs, so great accomplishment there. What did you make of that innings and that overall total?
It looks like a good batting pitch as well because India B also replied well. There's some they still have not lost a wicket, so they have also replied well. But Manav Suthar obviously is a good all-rounder. Obviously, is the potential to become a good all-rounder. You've seen him with the ball, and now he's also gone and scored 82 runs. So good for him. Good for India. Good for India as well. And on the other hand, nice to see that Mukesh Kumar got at least 4 wickets. It looks
Yeah.
like in good batting conditions, he's got 4 wickets. Obviously, didn't see the entire day's play, but whatever little I saw, I think he bowled pretty well. So credit to him as well.
Yeah, right. But like you mentioned, Abhimanyu and Narayan still batting at the moment. You know, they're 96 for no loss. A great show by both of them here. It's looking like a good batting wicket. So, it seems like obviously the bowlers are bowling well, but these two batters are obviously playing some sensible cricket. At one end is a batter taking on the bowlers, at the other is a batter who's playing it smart. What are you looking at this partnership? How do you look at it? Has it impressed you? What has stood out from this partnership, in your opinion?
Easwaran is a fine, prolific domestic cricketer, so you have to give it to him. He didn't perform well here at Chinnaswamy. The ball was doing a lot, but expect him to come good. Guys like him, Priyank Panchal, or a decade or so, they have been performing consistently in domestic cricket last 18 years. And he's put up another good show. Jagdishan also is a decent player. Hopefully, from there, from the sides point of view, they can make it big, put on a big partnership, and put the opposition bowlers under some pressure. Though they have 525 on the board.
Yeah, I mean, even though they have 525, this partnership that is building seems to be quite dangerous. Obviously, they would like to kick on from here, continue on until tomorrow as well. Bharat, if they want to, reduce the trailing amount, what would be the practical approach that they'll have to take? Possibly not lose a wicket, and even if they lose a wicket here, make sure that another partnership is built and they can continue on with the same momentum. What do you think? Because it's still a long way to go for them.
I don't think they can look at the scorecard for now. Yeah, it's easier said than done. It's about all about playing each ball on its merit, taking session by session, taking 30 minutes, 40 minutes, session by session, then the day's play. Who knows if the conditions remain good, they might even get a even surpass the lead, surpass the
Yeah.
score, first score. But they have a long way to go. They just have to, as you said, look at partnerships, but break it down to even simple things like play each ball on its merit, take to the next drinks break, next 30 minutes. Uh, Both players talking to each other so that both players can keep on going at a big partnership. So I think that's all it comes down to. Keep it simple.
Yeah, and we'll have to talk about the other game as well. Yeah, India versus India D. Shreyas Iyer could not get going, 0 out of 7. Devdutt Padikkal played a good knock here. Let's talk about these two, Bharat. Obviously, Shreyas Iyer, he seemed not at his best again. Played 7 deliveries, got out on the seventh with a ripper by Khalil there. What are you making out of this? Obviously, there's a lot of competition for the position he's playing, and it's not helping his case here. We've been speaking about this. He has to get some more runs. He did get some runs in that first game, but not enough. So, what do you think about the Shreyas Iyer innings, and what do you think is going wrong?
Yeah, we have discussed before. Somewhere he has to convince the selectors that is overcome his problems. It's not just the short ball. Bowlers are also now going for the full short delivery combo. It's not just one delivery. They're looking at both full or go for short ones. Don't look at good length. Look at either bang it short or go full, and that's what Khalil Ahmed did. He went for the very full one, and he got him out because he has a back foot trigger, not a front foot batsman. So he tends to hang back to the full delivery as well. So somehow he has to convince the selectors that he's overcome this problem. Until then, it would be a problem for him. So, but they have to give credit to The bowlers you have to definitely give credit to
Yeah.
India Ace bowlers. Not just even Akib Khan, as I said, he snapped his wrist, got some movement. Someone like Khalil Ahmed kept picking wickets. Prasidh Krishna was a little shorter in his first spell, kept beating the bat. But in his second spell, he pushed Devdut Padikkal back and then went for the fuller one, which he should have done in
Hmm.
his first spell. But he got the big wicket of Devdut Padikkal. So all these three seamers combined to rattle the opposition India D. So you have to give it to the three seamers
Yeah.
because
Yes,
the
definitely.
one.
Good bowling performance for sure. Yes, yes. But I completely agree with you. Khalil seemed more like he meant business. He's running it with intent. But yeah, you mentioned the other particle 92. Unfortunately, you've seen a few instances here that a lot of batters have reached that 80, 90 run mark, not being able to reach that 100. What is happening? Is it the nervous 90s that's getting to them? The other particle, I think you would have been happy seeing a Bangalore boy get some runs as well. And he's not been in the test scheme of things at the moment, but runs under his belt will definitely help him. Bharat, talk about Particle. I'm sure you must have followed him all throughout.
There is Bangalore boy batting versus Bangalore boy bowling. Prasidh Krishna, he lives about 13 to 15 minutes away from my home. He lives. So both of them from Bangalore, at least of since their childhood
Yeah.
days. So they have been born and bred here in Bangalore only. Yeah, but he's a very good player. See, when he plays well, he looks good on the eye. He's someone who doesn't have much feet movement, but he moves back just enough. He moves forward just enough. Someone like you might have not watched someone like David Gawar or Trescoffic when he was at his peak, Saurav Ganguly when he was at his peak. This kind of
Hmm.
batters, they don't have much feet movement, but they move back just enough. They move forward just enough. When it doesn't work out, like when we saw when he got out, it doesn't look good at all. But it might be nerves as well. But I think it's also to do with his game. His feet movement is not huge, so he needs to move either forward or back just enough. And for that deliveries, it was his forward movement was not good enough. So he hung back and tried to drive and got out.
Yeah. Would the what do you feel? Do you think both these Bangalore boys will have an opportunity in the future to represent the country? Prasadh Krishna obviously has in the Test cricket format as well. Again, like you mentioned, hit the deck bowler, runs in hard, generates decent pace. Someone who will definitely be an asset in the future, but not been a permanent sort of fixture on this Indian side. Do you believe Prasadh Krishna has what it takes to be a permanent fixture, or is there a lot of competition at the moment in that department as well?
Yeah, as I said, he bowled well in his first spell, but kept beating the bat. He didn't bowl full enough. Maybe that's something that happens to all tall bowlers. They sometimes worry if they go fuller, it will just turn into a floaty kind of length. It happened to him in South Africa. Whenever he went fuller, they absolutely hammered him. Somewhere he might have learned the lesson from there, so he was maybe a bit afraid of going fuller, but finally went fuller and got particle out. So
Yeah.
for him to work out why when it goes fuller, it seems to get floaty with him. It doesn't swing, nothing it does, and it seems to just sit up for the batter to hammer him. So that's for Morning Oracle as well, perhaps to work out because he also was a tall bowler, hit the deck bowler. As to why when he goes fuller, it seems to do nothing for him. When he goes shorter, he seems to be a really good bowler. Padikkal again, as I said, he has already also played Test cricket for India. In that innings, he looked good though it was a flat pitch. Someone again, he has to think about mental side of things as well because his technique is such that when he fails, everyone will comment about his footwork
Hmm. Yeah.
because one who doesn't have much feet movement. It was similar with David Gawar, similar with Saurav Ganguly, or similar with Trescoffic or all these guys. Whenever they failed, people used to comment on the technique. They don't have the technique, but the technique is based on economy of movement. That
Hmm.
is just going back or forward just enough. So it's for particle to work out how we overcomes not just his technical issues but also mental side of things because already
Yeah.
has got a lot of criticism for not having good technique. So that's his game. He can't change. So somewhere it might have affected him as well in the past because the IPL is failed. Justin Langer was having a one-to-one discussion with him as to how his head was not going over into the ball, much into the ball. It was sort of hanging back. All these things he has to somehow work out because he has a good game.
Hmm.
As I said, but when it doesn't look good, it looks really bad.
Quite shabby. Yeah. Yeah, I think I completely agree, Bharat. I think it's a lot to do with the mental aspect as well, and overcoming that, and obviously working on the things that you have to, which will help your game. Sanju Samson once again has not managed getting too many runs. He had the opportunity today, coming into the side, 5 or 6. Disappointed for him, and especially seeing the kind of talent that this man possesses. All of us have seen it, Bharat. You, me, everyone that follows Sanju Samson knows that this guy can play some serious cricket, can get some big hundreds. Unfortunately, not being able to deliver when it really matters. So Sanju Samson as well, it seems difficult for him to break into this test side at least, but he's gotten this chance to perform. I think he should make the most out of it. Any word on Sanju Samson?
Yeah, honestly, that was a nothing shot. Not too sure what he was trying. Even he tried to pull, he was in no position to play that pull shot. Just try to pull it and perhaps was caught at mid on or something like that. So
Yeah.
it was nothing short for a batter who had that much experience. Getting an opportunity, not too sure what he was trying. Yeah, it was good ball, decent ball from Akib that it is got height on it. But honestly, for a batter of that kind of experience, it was absolutely nothing stroke.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see that Harshit Rana as well managed getting runs. So a complete asset. Bharat on the show has always said that Harshit Rana is an asset with the ball and with the bat, and today as well 31 runs. So he's clearly showing that he can bat and he can bowl as well. So definitely a handy contender to be a part of the Australia series. And Bharat's predictions have always been right. So if he says Harshit Rana has a chance of going to Australia, then it might be possible. Bharat, this is a handy cricketer. Can run in hard, hit the deck, can also get you handy runs. What more do you want?
Yeah, only thing is he's a fine striker of the ball, tall guy, well-built guy, yes, smashes the ball. The only thing I would say is don't keep backing away. If he wants to improve his batting, don't keep backing away. Yeah, it worked against Prasidh Krishna, a couple of boundaries he hit, but it won't always work. So if he really wants to improve his batting further, then it would be better that he gets into line. It doesn't always work if someone like Pat Cummins is bowling at him and he tries to back away and tries to smash him. But Harshit Rana would counter me by saying my main strength is bowling, and I think he's doing a fine job. At least in the first innings, he did a fine job, and there was moment of the pitch. It's the pitch hard. And interestingly, if you want to compare, say, Prasidh Krishna versus Harshit Rana when it comes to hitting the deck, maybe Prasidh Krishna has a slight edge, but when it comes to bowling fuller, this guy seems to do more than Prasidh Krishna. When he goes fuller,
Yeah.
seems to get more movement than Prasidh Krishna. So that's an interesting comparison. If selectors look at that, maybe Harshit Rana has a slight advantage of going to Australia.
Yeah, and Priyanshu as well mentions Harshit Rana as an all-format asset. Completely agree, Priyanshu. I think this is the sort of players that you want to groom and put them in that playing side as fast as possible. He can run and bowl, like Bharat mentioned, handy with the bat, and someone who's aggressive. You want players who can run in with that intent and show that aggression at times, especially when you're going to Australia. So I think Harshit Rana might be on that plate. It'll be interesting to see if he actually gets selected. Obviously, a lot more cricket before that, but we can wish him the best. Bharat, any final thoughts and comments before we end the show? What are you expecting out of tomorrow's day of play? And we'll end the show.
Yeah, interestingly, in this India D game, they've lost one wicket of Mayank Agarwal. That also got out to Shreyas Iyer's first ball. I think he would be feeling extremely disappointed. The India captain, this is his one chance to get 100. But India would definitely look to push on. There's nothing in it for the spinners as well, based on what I've seen and whatever sea moment it's was there on day one. I don't think there's much in it now in the wicket. So is India a chance to push on and get a big lead. In the other game, obviously, Iswaran and those two Jagdishan, they will have to get a big partnership. If they get a 200 run partnership or something like that, then they might put a little bit, at least a little bit of what can I say, seeds of doubt in the opposition's mind that yeah,
Yeah.
this guy is who knows might get a even a lead. But for that, there's a long way to go.
Long
But
way
in
to
this
go.
game, obviously, India are definitely dominating the proceedings. When someone like Saurabh Kumar is not taken more than one wicket, there is not much happening in it for the spinners. Shams Mulani also struggled. So yeah, they have good chance of getting a huge lead.
Absolutely. One final question by Priyanshu for you, Bharat. Bharat sir, Harshit Rana should get a debut in the Bangladesh T20 series. Yes, that's what we've been seeing.
Yeah,
Bharat, possible?
Yeah, when in Zimbabwe series, I said they should have played in that Zimbabwe series itself. I don't know why they got Tushar Deshpande in front of him. They could have got a chance in
Yeah, you
that
mentioned
series.
this. Yes.
He's better hit the deck bowler than Tushar Deshpande, and with due respect to Tushar Deshpande, obviously he's also much better bat Harshit Rana. So I would have him in all three formats. Societies and aggressive cricketer as well. As I also noted, it's not just hitting the pitch hard. When he goes fuller, somehow seems to get more movement than a couple of other hit the pitch bowlers. That also is something to consider. So he is a good package and definitely T20 series, and I will take him to
Hmm.
Australia for the Test series, not just in the
Yeah.
reserves. I will take him
Yeah.
on the plane, and might be I will play him in the first Test also.
All right. Thank you, Bharat, for joining. Thank you for all those 171 people who joined. Thank you. That's a lot. It's a big number. We hope that you continue joining like this. And make sure you like, share, subscribe. We'll see you all again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Thank you and have a great rest of the day. Thank you.